Before his role was taken over by Osiris, Anubis was the first Egyptian funerary god, who ruled over the dead. He was the terrifying canine god who presided over the mummification of bodies and guarded burials. In the ancient Egyptian religion, the god of mortuaries was often depicted as a seated black jackal, or as a man with the head of a jackal or wild dog, usually in a lying down or crouching position with tall pointed ears and a bushy long tail. The color of Anubis's fur has been interpreted as both the black skin of a rotting corpse, and the black mud of a fertile farmland. He wears some sort of necklace, with magical connotations which has engraved writings on. Less often, he appears in human form with a canine head. A peculiar symbol of Anubis in the context of mortuary deity is the Imyat fetish, which in ancient times was identified with a certain primordial god. This object consists of the stuffed skin of a beheaded animal, dripping blood and tied by its tail to a pole, which rests in a pot. Anubis is also referred as Anpu, or Inpu, which roots of the name means royal child in the ancient Egyptian language. Inpu has the root of a word which literally means decay. These were the former names of this god, before the Greeks arrived in Egypt and changed them into Anubis. The parentage of Anubis is quite confused, but the most popular notion seems to place him in the Old Kingdom as a son of Ra and Nephthys. But in the New Kingdom there's a story that said Osiris mistook the goddess Nephthys for his wife, Isis, and impregnated her. Their child was Anubis. After that incident, Isis raised Anubis as her own son, the product of this accidental affair. Other accounts name the cat goddess, Bastet, or the cow goddess as his mother, and later texts identified his father to be Seth during the Middle Kingdom. But Anubis finally came to be regarded as a son of Osiris, especially from the darker side of his character, which was remembered in the epithet, the one who eats his father. Anubis' consort, and female counterpart Anput, is often depicted as a pregnant and nursing jackal, and was sometimes considered to be the protector of Osiris. And together with her husband they had a child called Kebashe, whose name means cooling water. She is referred to as a serpent and related to the mummification ceremony, where she would fortify the corpse against corruption by giving water to the spirits of the dead while they waited for the mummification process to be complete. Most of Anubis's epithets link him with death and burial. He who is in the place of embalming. Anubis was related to mummification. By the end of the 3rd millennium, Osiris had become the king of the dead. Anubis was incorporated into the Osiris myth as the god who invented mummification to preserve the corpse of Osiris. In fact, when the legend of Osiris emerged, it was said that after Osiris had been killed by his brother Seth, his organs were scattered all over Egypt, but were retrieved and given to Anubis. Anubis then became the chief guardian of the mummy of Osiris and a supporter of Isis and her son, Horus. Anubis' title, Master of Secrets, chiefly referred to the gruesome